Alrighty, here's the controller, guys. It's got the Giant Bomb logo there. You got a GB, home button, custom made. And then you see it goes into a fade into the Digicamo, and the Digicamo wraps around the whole back. You got clear red inserts everywhere. You got another GB there. You got Modsmith under there. You got a clear red bumper. And the other part of this, you got some red LEDs in here. But there you guys go. You stay tuned for the rest of the video to see the process. This controller is for my mom's friend's son. It's a lot to follow. Him and a couple of his buddies have a website called Giant Bomb. Go check it out. It's a great video if you say you're looking for a new game and you want to know how it is. They do reviews on it. They have a little bit of a play-by-play review on it. It's really nice. It's awesome. I love their site, and it's really cool knowing them. So he doesn't really know I'm doing this yet. He doesn't even know I'm shout-outing for his website or anything on this. So keep that a secret. They also do have a YouTube channel. I'll put it in the link description below. But here you guys go. So this is the front of it. That's their logo, Giant Bomb. So basically, the concept of the controller, what I'm going to be doing, the whole bottom side is going to be white, 2 shades of gray, and red Digicamo. The whole bottom, and it's going to come up to about halfway on the top of the controller and fade out. It's going to fade this way. It's going to fade towards the logo, and by the time it gets the logo, it's going to be all white, just sheer white. The buttons that I ordered, all red buttons, clear red LED or thumbsticks that I'm hoping are going to light up through. If not, I have to do clear. I got clear red L and R and left bumpers, and a clear red bottom here. So as you guys can see, I got my dust coat laid on this thing. We're about to use some more Krylon Fusion Red to spray over it. So yeah. As you guys can see, it's light coats. You don't lay it on too heavy, or else you'll get really bad ridges. And that's all I'm doing right now for that coat. Yeah, so I'll start on the back. I have my Digicamo paint mask laid down for this layer. So I'm gonna go spray this red, lay down another Digicamo, spray down a gray, lay down another Digicamo, and spray down another gray. And yeah, that should be done for this side, and I'm done with that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but on there is a little GB. Now it's going to get painted up, and yeah. So the back is sprayed red and all remasked. So you can see there is the red and the new masks. Got a little GB on there too. So, we're going to go paint this again. Alright guys, so halfway making through this video, friends of mine came up with an idea for a name for myself, and people who are going to help me out paint. I'm now called the Modsmith. You guys will hear me refer to that now, so Modsmith is it. Here we go. We got the back side of this now done, and all matted up, and this is the controller. Set it off for me now. You got Modsmith under there. So we're going to keep going with this paint job. The next coat is going to be another gray and then possibly a white over it.
Alright guys, so I worked through most of the night. I had a little bit of cracking with paint due to the heat in Arizona. It was pretty bad, but it didn't, it didn't mess up too much. I just kept coating it and kind of went over it, and just a little bit on there, but it's alright. And we now have everything masked off. I used every piece of Digicamo that I possibly could on this thing. As you can see right here, here's the paint mask I got from mycustomxbox.com, and I've used every piece on this thing. I'm going to go spray down the white on here, and then we're going to come back in and I'll take up every piece, and then we're going to clear coat it with the matte finish. Alright guys, the center button is all done, or the Xbox home button, I guess, whatever people call it, I don't really care. It's all done, clear coated, got that nice little red GB on there. I think it turned out great, guys. Alright guys, everything's sprayed down white. I'm super excited to finally see what this looks like, but as you guys can see here, everything is white. Same with the battery pack, everything's white. And we're gonna take all this tape off and hopefully this turns out greatly. And there you guys go, that's the back. Sorry guys, for video's sake I cut down the peeling off process. It took a really long time. It took probably about 45 minutes to get that all off, possibly longer. But it's all done. There you guys go. It's an awesome looking Digicamo. For a first time, I think this is great. I know what to expect for next time. As you can see, I have a little bit too much white in there, and there's just a couple of parts where I need to, you know, look for when I'm doing it again. But yeah, you can see you got the little Mod Smith naming in there in bright shiny silver. You got the GB for Giant Bomb. This controller is great, guys. I'm really excited. Now all I gotta do is go spray the matte finish on this, and then we're done with the back portion of it, and the rest of the mod portion is gonna be getting going.
Alright guys, on this video you get to see a couple of things. I've been making a lot of progress on this controller. It's been taking me a lot of time. At this point in the video, it's been about a week already. So just know, guys, this controller or something this extravagant is going to take time, patience, you know, all of that good stuff. So I have this front plate now all masked up. I had a problem with the paint on here because I'm in Arizona. It's hot. The paint cracked a bit, so I don't know if you can tell. I had to sand it down a lot to just get that paint white again and just to make that layer look nice. So now that this is laid down, I'm going to spray it black all over, and then I'm going to lay down some more Digicamo and just continue with that, because like I said, it's going to wrap around here, and then by the time it gets to about here, it's going to fade over into the actual logo, where it's just going to stay black there. So yeah, there's the front plate. That's got to get done. I'm in the process of installing the new LEDs to the controller, which, by the way, guys, the controller is done, the bottom half at least. It's got the matte finish to it. There's the clear red triggers. I think this looks great. It looks stunning, but there's all that, and I'm one LED short right now, but you know, I'm in the process of getting it done. And there you guys go. You got some red LEDs in there. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is literally every paint can I've used on this controller. It's a lot. It takes a lot of time. So if you see the adhesion promoter on the far right, you start off with that, and then the only reason I'm using the black is because I already sprayed down a bunch of stuff on the top of the controller, but the bottom just stays naturally black, so you don't really need to use for the bottom. And then I went with red, then I used the nickel stain, and then I used gloss smoke gray, and I used ivory white stain with Krylon matte finish. In between each coat, or each color, after all the coats, you reuse the adhesion promoter after paint masking, and that's what I do. That's how you do it. Alright guys, so once you get it all done, sprayed black, as you can see, I have it taped off, obviously, because this is where I'm going to start out the fade, so it's going to, you know, start to fade in and get really heavy in color. So I have the black taped down. As you can see, I have the holes taped out because I'm going to put lots of layers of, you know, paint on here, so I don't want to get those messed up. You can kind of see some of the Digicamo I have on here laid down. So, you know, we're just going to keep going with this, guys, and this is so far looking good. Alright guys, so for video's sake, I didn't show the step-by-step through this portion. You guys watched in the beginning, so we're at the white stage. We're going to peel all this off, and then we're going to tape over this back portion where it's supposed to be all solid colored, about probably halfway through the button, so probably splitting the middle buttons. We're going to tape that over to my left, your guys' right, and we're going to tape that, and then we're going to get black and just kind of lightly, like, sort of airbrush our way over so it gives it a nice little fade look, but we're going to take this off right now. Okay guys, so as you can see, with experience and a little bit of time, the Digicamo turns out better the more you've practiced with it. The bottom doesn't look as good as the top, but, you know, yeah, there's that, and we're going to take the tape off now, and we're going to tape over the other side. Just so you can see, this is what the part looks like, and now we're going to start. Alright guys, so the fade is finished. Keep in mind, don't do what I did the first time. This is the first fade I've ever done. Don't leave it as a straight line like on the tape for the fade. You want it to be kind of an overspray look. I made that mistake and I had to fix it a bit, and I don't know, it just messed it up, and it's done now, and I'm going to take all of the masking off, including the logo. So let's see how this actually turned out. I'm really excited. Alright, so I have quite a bit of hand painting to do. The paint mask that I used for the logo didn't work as well as I thought it would. And there's still, as you guys can see, there's that line there. That's impossible to fix without an airbrush, and I don't have one, and I don't have the time to go in and fix it. So like I said, when you're doing this yourself, be aware of the way you're taping it down for a fade. I don't know, I think it looks alright still, and zoom in on it. Got some faded paint in there. There's the logo. I'm almost done with the logo. Gotta go do some hand painting, and then I'll be done, and I'll show that for you guys. Alright guys, got a little excited. Put in the D-pad just so you guys could see the coloring. I also put in the little center part with the plastics in there. But here you go. Here's the controller. I think the fade turned out pretty nicely for a first time. It's alright. I can probably do better once I get more experience with it. But there you go. There's the hand-painted logo. And yeah, you guys go.